All right, so we've heard from the MEC, but we're still featuring aging infrastructure and lack of maintenance. Let's take you to Eldorado Park now, where residents are fuming over the non-restoration of power within the area. The problem started weeks ago when a substation fire broke out. Promises of electricity restoration have been made. However, there's still no lights there. Heidi Giokos is there, however, with more on this story. Heidi, good morning to us. What do you hear and see in Eldorado Park this morning?
Well, Tumelo, in your introduction, you indicated that electricity has not been restored. We have, however, been informed by the spokesperson of City Power, Isaac Mangena, that parts of Eldorado Park have indeed been restored. However, the issue still persists. I'm going to ask my colleague Shahid Dipale to just show you how this substation currently looks like. You can see parts of where the fire gutted this power station, and the big issue that needs to be addressed and urgently is theft and vandalism of aging infrastructure. And this is the very big problem that many substations in and around Johannesburg face, where you have aging infrastructure that's just exacerbated by theft and vandalism of these substations. The other big issue is the fact that security personnel sometimes fear doing their jobs because you have very violent crimes happening where people are attacked because they want to steal these cables. Just in the last 30 minutes that we have been here at the Eldorado Park substation, we've seen about 3 security vans patrolling, security guards changing at this substation, and that just speaks to the vulnerability of these substations and how they remain a constant target, where you have these cables being stolen, you have vandalism that's taking place here. And one would ask the question, why would anyone want to sabotage and vandalize these substations? Because at the end of the day, it's going to impact the community and the area here, because they sit without electricity time and time again. City Power has constantly indicated that they are worried about the vandalism and theft, and they are pleading with community members to report any suspicious activity, and if they are aware of who could possibly be stealing and vandalizing the substation, to report this. But it just seems as though the issue is not being dealt with. It's just constantly exacerbated, and at the end of the day, the citizens, the people on the ground, are affected because they sit without electricity. If you have a substation that's up in flames, like we saw Eldorado Park substation, it affects the area and the community, businesses, schools, for days on end until the substation is eventually repaired. And that costs City Power millions of rands to repair. It's not small change that we are seeing here that's been poured into these substations. And the concern is that weeks later, the very same thing happens. That's why you're seeing so much security here.
All right, well, I'll have to leave it there, colleague, because definitely getting, the perspective of the residents as well, the concerns they're raising, living in those conditions, and hopefully throughout the day we'll come back to you as more developments do arise within the Eldorado Park area. That's Heidi Giokos for us with that story.